Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido and welcome to our second annual Rowan Award where we will crown the Pokemon with the most eliminations in Season 2 of the PokeType League.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now similar to last season, we will be crowning not just our Rowan Award recipient, but overall the top 6 Pokemon with the most eliminations. And this time around we have included passive eliminations in the total scores, so with that confirmed, let us know in the comments below who you think will win this season's Rowan Award. Now that we've mentioned the elimination count update, let's go over how we sort any tiebreaker, as there has been an amendment from how this is determined. Obviously, first it is the most eliminations, but from there, in case of a tie, if a Pokemon has been reckless and eliminated its own teammates in the season, the other Pokemon receives the higher placing. If that is not a factor though, it is then whoever participated in less matches, as they would have a higher average. If still on the same, it then goes to the Pokemon who has more games with eliminations taking place. But the next newest tiebreaker, if needed, is for passive eliminations, as they have been counted. If the Pokemon are still the same and one has more direct eliminations than the other, they again receive the higher placing. The final tiebreaker option then goes to the Pokemon who scored the most eliminations in a single game. But now that we are through with that, let's get into the team.
Number 6.
Starting things hot is the Flair's Terrestrial Draftee Slitherwing. It had a fantastic season embracing the fire typing, scoring 15 eliminations across the 11 games it competed in, only having 2 games where it didn't actually score an elimination, doing enough to get it the 6th place on this team.
Number 5.
And continuing with the Terrestrial Draftees, this time we head to the Aethers, where it was Roaring Moon tearing through the skies with those balloons. We said it was a fright to see, and it lived up to this entirely, having the same results as Slitherwing, with the only separating factor being that Moon had only 1 game where it didn't eliminate any Pokemon.
Number 4.
Our first non-terrestrial Pokemon is Snorlax. Snorlax was such a crucial member for the guild, having a big role in taking it to top side, including taking down 3 of the Sylphs in 1 game, and that was in a match where the guild only took down 4 ghost types. The only negative on Snorlax's season is it took out one of its own teammates in a match against the Magma. Fortunately for Snorlax, it got 3 eliminations of its own in that game as well, and the guild won that one.
Number 3.
Another Pokemon with 16 eliminations taking the 3rd slot of this team is Annihilape, who when teaming with Komaru was a near unstoppable tag team. In fact, between the two, they amassed a total of 30 eliminations, sharing the load well between them. And thanks to Snorlax's reckless elimination, Annihilape was able to finish higher, having only taken eliminations in 8 of its 12 games.
Number 2.
Taking out the last spot before we hit our top eliminator is our Chaladon, who was willing to do everything it could to get the Draconids into Victory Road in its debut season, taking out as many Pokemon as it could on that path. Unfortunately, it was a tiebreak that would prevent it from taking out the top spot, having competed in more games, but we have to imagine our Chaladon has its sights set on other shiny glory. Before we announce our winner, we have our dishonorable mentions. Now fortunately, every Pokemon this season got an elimination, but for Jotonian Typhlosion, Dragonite, Alolan Decidueye, Copperaja, and Iron Bundle, well, these Pokemon were so eager to take eliminations, they were reckless in eliminating their own teammates on 2 occasions each this season. Perhaps they can get a little redemption before the season ends. But with that...
And the winner is...
Sandy Shocks. Taking the Rowan Award recipient for the 2nd season is this Terrestrial Draftee. We thought Roaring Moon with the balloons was scary, but this axe-swinging Pokemon had already amassed 11 eliminations by the end of round 5. From there, Sandy Shocks was able to continue adding to its count over the remainder of the season, taking eliminations in 8 of its 11 games and holding on to the Rowan Award, as well as ensuring the Steel-type team takes this award for the 2nd season running. Can the 3-peat happen in Season 3? And with that, Nidorinas, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know how you think this team will go in our All-Star game, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.